Good morning everyone, welcome back for another video on Game of Thrones Kingsroad. Today we are talking about the update we just had this morning in the game. And I'm gonna give you my feeling as well because yeah, let's be honest, they nerfed something that was crucial for players if they wanted to spend a lot of time farming the game. So let's get into it, but right before, if you want to have some rewards in game and support me as a content creator, you will find a link in the description of all my videos. During the month, I will send you some coupons and you will receive some golden dragon, more RP or stuff like that. So thank you so much to everyone who is gonna support me. And by the way, you still have a few hours before the end of the first pre-season mission. So if you want to receive the coupons, send me a message on Discord or just comment my video. I'm gonna send all the coupons before the end of the event. Alright? So it's time to talk about the update. They are working on the mobile version of the game, adding some path following features and guard assist features. This is a screenshot coming from the mobile version of the game. In fact, I tried that version because it was available. You could download the APK through tap or up to down, but now it's not the right version, so you can't try it anymore. You need to wait until they update the version, but it's a bit dangerous to download the APK and allow your phone to download through these websites and stuff like that, so I don't recommend to do that. So this is the screen at the moment. So you can move your character with the left finger. You have the different icons on the right. You have the light attack, the heavy attack, you have the lock feature, you have your skills, then the guard, and the other things that you check the map or analyze the ground, stuff like that. And on mobile, at the moment, you have an assist feature. So in fact, it's just gonna do the things in auto for you. If you click one time on the light attack, it's gonna continue doing the light attacks, and this is just how it works. And so they are implementing a guard assist feature. It's just normally gonna help you to guard the enemy's attacks. And with the mounts, on mobile only, they implemented something, an auto path feature here. So right next to the sprint icon there on mobile, we will find the auto path feature. So in order to make it work, you need to open the map, you need to find the location. For example, I want to reach that Echoes of the Past, set the waypoints, and once it's done, come back here and click on the icon you will have on mobile. But for some reason, PC players won't have that feature. So we will be forced to move by ourselves on the map on PC, while mobile players will be able to do that in auto. That's weird because the movements on mobile are pretty nice, so I don't understand why they are implementing that on mobile only. And now it's time to talk about the bad parts of the update, the thing that they nerfed that players were farming to get a lot of copper. So this is what they nerfed, the rewards coming from the animals on the map, and the farming, and the gathering. You already know about that if you watched my previous video showing how to farm a ton of copper daily. So it might be my fault if they nerfed that because I released that video and 1 week later they decided to nerf that. My fault, and maybe there is a good aspect behind that. I'm not gonna lie, this is frustrating for the people who had a crazy amount of time daily to farm all the hideouts, all the bandit camps, all the content daily, and had a few more time to spend in the game to farm the sheeps on the map, to get the sheep skins, sell the sheep skins, and get a ton of copper by doing that, alright? So this is annoying for these people because we were able to get a ton of copper daily by doing that, but it was taking a lot of time. 50 minutes to get 150 copper with one class. You could do that 3 times a day with all the classes. It was requiring a crazy amount of time, let's be honest. So let me show you what they nerfed. On the trait tree, on the support tree here, before we had these 2 talents. We were able to get 50% chance to obtain between 3 or 10 extra hunting rewards or gathering materials. Now we have only 30% chance and we can obtain only an extra 5 maximum. So this is what they nerfed, and we are not getting sheepskin all the time, we are killing the animals. So if I kill this one, I was able to get 5, so this is cool. But if I try to kill some more, we are not guaranteed anymore to get the animal oil or the sheepskins by killing them now. So if I kill this one, I was able to get another sheepskin. If I kill this one, I got none. Alright? So we will get way less copper daily because of that nerf. I'm gonna be honest, it pisses me off. Because I was farming that not only for the experience, but also for the copper. But this is because I'm part of the 10% of the players of the game, or maybe it's even 5%, who have a lot of time to farm that daily and get a crazy amount of copper. So 5% of the community is gonna be angry about that, but the players who are working daily and playing the game after work, they have maybe 1 or 2 hours to play that game daily. They were not doing that. You need like 70 hours in total if you want to clear every single content with your main character, if you are actively doing that daily. So you have 3 characters in total, so imagine the time you need to spend if you want to clear every single content with your 3 classes. I haven't done that yet with my 3 classes. I spent more than 200 hours on my main class the night. We still have the supply boxes on the map to get a lot of copper and stuff like that. We can still farm be the arena here in Old Town or the one in High Garden, the archery here, to get some extra copper. So we still have some solutions to get some copper. I won't complain about it because they implemented more ways to get some copper in game. First thing, they sent an email giving to everyone 100,000 copper without the need of doing anything else, alright? So even if you were not doing that content before, you are now getting 100,000 copper. Sometimes we are getting some events giving us 40k copper daily. In the daily missions, they added 2,000 extra copper daily here. This is not a lot, but this is still more than nothing. At the moment, we have an event in game giving to us the opportunity to get a ton of copper daily. Look at that. We have the opportunity to get between 2,000 or 30,000 copper daily twice. Plus 1 card for the expedition. You just need to spend your RP. So for the people who didn't have a lot of time daily, then you need to spend less time in game to get some free copper. For the spenders, instead of getting only 2,000 copper daily here, now we have a pouch with the same rewards inside. Something more, they are planning to add more events during the month and later. The Test of Might, in which we need to defeat some bosses in the Altar of Memories to get some points in the ranking, and the Test of Wisdom, in which we need to spend some artifacts expeditions to earn some points. Basically, depending on your ranking, you can get 40k copper minimum if you are in the top 50 players. Then, between April 28th and May 4th, you will have double the copper by spending your RP in the daily activities. And the best way to obtain some copper in game through spending your RP is through the camps. You are getting 2,000 and a bit more if you subscribe to the monthly subscription, and these copper are gonna get doubled during that period. Between May 2nd and May 4th, they will double the rewards obtained through completing the Ferocious Beast. So more copper as well and more chance to get some legendary pelts. And between May 9th and May 11th, they will not only double the reward obtained through farming the Ferocious Beast, but they will also double the copper obtained through farming using your RP. Finally, between May 16th and May 18th, they will double the copper obtaining through spending your RP, but they will also double the Beyond the Wall expedition rewards. And this is something great because you get a lot of things in here. Alright, so that's all I had to say about the copper and the events we will have in Game of Thrones Kingsroad really soon. Now let's talk about the rest. For the same cost, they doubled the amount of baits we can craft for the dire wolf, the bull and the giant bear, and they tripled it for the black elk. They improved the combat difficulty and quest in the early areas. So I don't know if they talk only about the gifts or if they are talking as well about the north, because I know that many players are struggling to beat Davian. So if they nerf to beat the Davian fight, maybe it's gonna help a lot of people. I don't know, we don't have the detail. Still talking about the north near Dreadfort, they nerfed to beat the combat in the echoes of the past. And finally, in Winterfell, they removed the requirement to enter the first dungeon here in the Altar of Memories, so you can enter that content directly when you reach Winterfell. So this is something cool because they also nerfed that combat, which means that basically if you don't have a lot of time to play daily and progress the main quest and the side content, then you can just enter that dungeon and start farming a better gear for your character or just complete some collections to get some more copper daily here. And so the players who don't have a lot of time to farm the game and progress will have a better gear and will progress easier. Finally, still in the north, they changed the spawn cycle of Drogon, the first world boss we have in the game. Before, it was appearing every single hour, and now it's gonna appear every 2 hours instead. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comment below, but in my opinion, I feel like it's better for the rankings at least. Because if you go to the world event ranking here, people were farming a ton that content to stay in the top, and now they need to farm that content a bit less than before to get the rewards at the end. They say that they did that so people can come here and find more people doing the content. So it should be easier for players to complete that fight and get the rewards at the end. Alright, so now let's talk quickly about what they added to the shop. If I go to package here, I don't know if it's an increase or if they lower the time to purchase the Founders Pack, but we have 36 days here. I don't know if it means something about the global release or stuff like that. Remember that on the previous dev note, they said that they were planning to release the game at the end of the year on Asian countries. So I don't know when they are planning to release the game on global. And finally, if I go to common, they added that pack that you can purchase 2 times per account, inside of which you have some golden dragon, you have some iron bank marks, you have a sigil here, and some copper as well, €3.50. Feel like you need to purchase that before going here on the monthly subscription if you are a big spender, because you can rebuy that multiple times. You will get some golden dragon, iron bank marks, you will have these that you can spend in the exchange shop, and finally you can have the relic finder here for your expeditions. So this is what people are doing generally when they want to push a bit more the expeditions and get some artifacts. But you need to know about that, alright? Because the rates are so bad that at the moment I still don't have any single legendary, as you can see. But if I go to my achievement section, you can see here that I completed more than 600 times an expedition. Still no trace of a single legendary artifact, so don't expect to have a lot if you purchase that multiple times. And finally, they fixed a lot of issues. You have the list shown on the screen right now, and one of the major issues people were facing in the Altar of Memories on the 4th dungeon, when people were killing the red cockatrix too fast in battle, the blue one would not spawn. Alright guys, so that was all I had to say about this video. Let me know your thoughts about all of these in the comment below. Have a really nice day, take care, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.